and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL, and we're not doing big fancy intros today, mostly because, well, I didn't get around to actually recording one. We have a really cool project, which is last week we made a bag. This week we're going to make a cup holder that kind of matches it. The pattern's a little bit different, but it's in the same theme. I am joined by my lovely wife Mandy here tonight. Hello, and yeah, this thing is just really cool. The colors, the stuff, I love this. So yeah, I'm gonna get kind of right at it. I think we have managed to fix some audio problems that we had last week, so that's kind of a cool advancement. Basically, the bot should be able to be heard for a change. So yeah. Plus, I'll get to hear what he's saying, so then I can know what everybody's laughing at. So yeah. Oh, and we have a plan for a halftime thing, which should be a lot of fun. So I'm really kind of excited about that too. So this, if you haven't been able to tell from kind of this bit that's going up, this is the strap for this. Ooh. It's been a pretty good week, mostly. This whole next week is kind of way more exciting. We have tomorrow there is a hobby. I don't know what they call it. What is it? It's a hobby what? I don't know. There's some kind of convention thing where people share what their hobbies and stuff are. And I've never seen this before. So I'm kind of curious what that's all about. Hey, Debbie made it. Hi, Debbie. Yeah, so this little part that I'm working on right now is got a Kumi that goes up and over. So this is what makes up the handle for this drink holder. So basically the idea for the drink holder came from the idea that I didn't like my books getting wet at the coffee shop from the cold drinks because they sweat like crazy. So the idea is you can actually hang this off the side of the table with one of those little bag holders, which makes it really cool. Like that's, and then, or if you're walking around the mall, your hand doesn't have to freeze because you're holding on to a nice cotton stringed thing. So that works out pretty well as well. Yeah, I think that's the truth. But I don't know about you, anybody else, but I like having my hands free. I mean, that's why I have a fanny pack and backpacks and that kind of stuff, right? Hey, turtle food mining. Thank you. Yeah, this thing is really going to be very cool. Yeah, so my shrink is getting the bag that I was making last week, and then this is just icing on the cake. Mostly because while we were there, she had an iced drink on her desk and like this big old rag to try to keep the moisture from getting anywhere. And I'm like, I got solutions for that. Hey, Rara made it. Awesome. So, in other odd news, we just got this coolest thing here today that it's like a really small stair stepper, but instead of like going up like normal stairs, you know, like a regular stair stepper, this thing kind of sways off to the sides like a cross-country skier. It is so cool, and my thighs are really still feeling it because I'm not used to that thing at all. How about you, honey? You tried it. What was legs okay?
Yeah. I didn't do anything too crazy.
That's true. Yeah, I did my regular bicycle and it, so that was there. We go. It's thank you for the subscription, Turtle Food Mining. Thank you guys. Thank you. Just stick this up to the. Whoa. Okay, that clip was the wrong clip to try to put it onto because that's holding the whole board up. I'll get another clip when we get through this. So I can't go too far with this side of the pattern until we get some of the other stuff. So people that are watching via the horizontal stream will be able to tell that there is a pattern that I'm working from. But this is going to get like a whole bunch of more strings added on here in just a moment. So you'll see. Oh yeah, so we're going to a convention center to see hobbies. I have no idea what to expect. I'm kind of partially doing this for research to see if it's worth me having a booth, you know, in a future one of these. I don't know. The booths weren't cheap, so it'd have to be really impressive to do it. Yeah, this is going to be a cup holder. This is, I don't know if you guys have seen my previous ones, like that holds the cold drinks like you get at Starbucks or the coffee bean and tea leaf. A couple of my favorite places. And there's nothing quite like a really good cold drink when it's as hot as it gets here in Singapore. It's not just the heat, it's the humidity here. Because realistically, a lot of other places are getting much warmer, but it gets really moist here. Yeah, I don't know how long this will actually even take. There's a distinct possibility that this might actually get done tonight, but I'm not willing to make any wagers on it. And if it does, it might require me going past the 1 a.m. thing. I don't know. But we have a new game. We're gonna do like midway through the night, so probably around 11:30, we have a puzzle to play with. It doesn't really fold. It goes into a cylinder. So if you know how to make a bracelet, the next thing would be knowing how to make two bracelets, you know, double wide. Once you have that, then you can keep doubling and tripling and, you know, whatever numbering up to the size that you need. In this case, this becomes 152 strings wide, which is just enough to go around the cup nicely. Oh, that's funny. Okay. All right, now. I think you already have a pup holder. You've got the largest bag I've ever put together. Hang on. Let's see if I can. Yeah, really. There we go. So I got the other side of the strap. So each one of these is how many strings? 16.
32.
It's not sewn. It's all knots all the way across. You'll see. These all the pieces will all come together.
It starts
And
like
like I
a
said,
Kumi. It starts with a Kumi strap.
yep, that's what we have right here. This is the Kumi strap. And so I'm going to make a bunch of bracelet that goes between this point and this point. But first I want to get these things out of the way because, well, it just makes more sense to have this done and ready to when we go and start putting together the other part. And if you hadn't figured out, yes, I did a little prep work before the stream to have all of this ready to go. Because otherwise, I'd have to be doing the hard stuff for this stream, and that doesn't seem like fun. So yeah, trying to make this one as nice and easy. Because like I said, there's a possibility we might finish this tonight, which could be really, really cool, I think. So yeah, have a little bit of hope for that to happen here. It's kind of hard to say because I basically did all of the slow, boring stuff in advance. So that means that all I have to do now is to concentrate on what is, the actual work part of it, which will make it difficult for anybody who's like watching this and trying to get a judge of like how long it takes. There's been so much work done in advance that it might give the illusion that this is easier than it really is, because there's cutting all the string to begin with. That took a while. That's not easy. Yeah, if I ever had an apprentice, that would be what they would be doing all day, would be wrapping string on bobbins and cutting it to lengths. So this is embroidery floss, by the way, anybody that's curious. It's been cut into 1/3 of the skein. So basically what that means is the string comes in 8 meters, and that's called a skein. And I've divided that into 3 equal sized pieces. So that way it's long enough to really kind of get the job done, but not too long that I'm having to go real exaggerated motions with my arms, which would really cause me to be in pain after a while. So it's like the longest I can do and feel comfortable with it. And for anybody over on the vertical stream, you guys can't see the pattern, but I have a pattern up on my screen in front of me. And that pattern is actually available if you want to check it out over on my website, AKAAWOL.com. It's over in the tutorial area. It says something about a matching bag. I can't remember what the exact title is, but it's all about the fact that this pattern has a bag that's very, very similar to it. Yeah, we've already had like over 100 people watching over on the vertical stream. So welcome to all of you guys. I'm imagining if you're over on the vertical stream, that means you're new to the channel. And I welcome you. You guys are, you know, you're in the right place. You'll see a lot of cool stuff get made. If I get this finished this week, then next week I'll be working on a pillow made out of knots. So, as soon as this diamond is done, that'll be as far as I can get with this part of it. So then we'll go on to the other sections. So to do the other section, you would have to know what a lark's head is, which is kind of one of the easiest things you can do. You basically fold your string in half, go underneath the guide string that's going across, and then feed the rest of it up through the loop that you just created. And that will anchor all the string you need onto that one strand. And yeah, that's what we're going to be working with next. So if you're kind of curious, you got to stay tuned because it's going to get a lot better than this. This is the easy setup stuff. It's about to get really complicated. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, I'm here to answer it. Wait. Oh, yep, that was earlier. I just saw something in the chat, but that was earlier. Never mind. So yeah, the Kumi here was made by my lovely wife, and it's really kind of complicated. There's like 32 strands of string going into it, which meant that we had to use an actual specialized Kumi disc that can actually handle so many strings at once. So that's how that became so awesome. I like the way that a Kumi makes all these like little strands that on their own they wouldn't be that strong, and it just turns it into this big rope that really tends to last a long time, which is really nice. It's like making something really quality here. All right. So there's the two ends where the strap goes. Let's take this out of here. Let's swap this for this one. I'm going to set that up to the side. And this is what we have next. So I'm just going to put that on there for the moment, so that way I can put the strings yeah, so this has all been put together, like I said, using lark heads, putting the string underneath it, and then pulling it through the loop. So now comes the more intensive part. Hey, we got a new sub. Welcome. Okay, so the center one is these two reds. Got it. The next one over I will get the link for this there in a minute. Oh, here it is. Hang on. So it's creating a matching cup holder with Kevin AKAAWOL step-by-step guide. So this will have the pattern that I made, as well as the video from when I made it. Let me go back to the workstation with Mandy. Okay. So if that one was white, then this one is blue. Got it. I see where it is now. Okay. So this light blue goes to the left, and this light blue will go to the right. We got another one. So this is, I have no idea how to say your name, but thank you for subscribing. What is Hemayet? Hemayet? Something? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that was something of office lore. Oh, I think something's wrong. I think there's supposed to be another light blue here. Yeah, I'm missing a light colored string here, I think. That's okay. I have some more string somewhere. All right. Fortunately, I have a big airplane trolley full of floss. Yep. Why is this off though? Should be right between this and this. All right, slide that over. Yeah, I have a feeling now we're going to have a bunch of little errors in this. That's okay. So I meant to be able to show you guys putting a string on here, but it was not my intention to do it because of having made a mistake. So yeah, needless to say though, this would be a whole lot easier if I was doing it like putting a string on and then, you know, following it through and doing all that, as opposed to just putting all the strings on in advance like I did, because it's hard to keep track of like where you are and what's supposed to be going on. So I imagine that's kind of where it went wrong. Okay. So this is the white one outside of the red diamond, going to the left. And then this is the dark one. Okay, and these make the small diamond. Yeah, so even planning in advance kind of didn't quite go as intended. Mind you, I have a whole nother section like this I have to put together. So we'll see if for some odd reason that one came out better than this one. Okay. This is, yep, the dark going over top of the yellow. Yeah, so both sides of this were symmetrical, just wrong. It's all right. Figure it out in a second. So trying to get this to start out nice and straight is a really, really big part of this, because it will affect everything else in the whole rest of the whole design. Everybody's being really quiet tonight. I don't know what's up with that. I can relate to the long week / month thing. Everybody's so tired. Like, aw. I keep pulling and tugging this in ways that bringing it out of the clip. Mind you, I don't have much to clip onto. That's something my mother never said.
Or mine for that matter.
So I'm hoping that this isn't too far off from what it's supposed to be. Really kind of stressing about the prospects of having to do a lot of alterations to this. Okay, so this is that lark's head. So basically I put a loop underneath, take that loop, go over off the string, and then bam. It's that easy to put a string on. Yeah, you know, it's funny. Over here on this side of the world, kids don't really move out until they get married. They hang around. Like Mandy's mom didn't even treat Mandy like an adult even after getting married. All right. Start over. Okay. I need this. All right, let's hope this is all I have to fix. So the next one is the blue going into it. Oh man, this is all jacked up. What the heck is going on here? Okay, so that was blue, yellow. What the heck? So the next one is supposed to be a yellow, blue, and yellow, yellow, blue, blue, yellow, yellow, blue, blue. So I need a yellow and a blue right here. They don't get tangled. I don't know. I just kind of don't throw them all into a big bunch, I guess. All right, so yellow and then blue. So there's a possibility I might have to cut string here, which is weird. Wait, is that right? Yeah, your dad was not. He's just not cool. Hate to say it, honey, but your dad was not a great person.
That's why I don't want to marry him.
Wait. tie beads onto the strings, that would just make it harder to pull through when you're trying to make a knot. That would honestly make things worse.
It's necessary to keep them straight.
Yeah, but that don't. Yeah, but when you pull it through, it's just going to be a thing.
No, as the
Wait.
person says they tie beads so that they can keep them straight. Why do you need to?
Right. Hang on. I think I somehow did this wrong. I'm trying to figure out, wait, where this is there. Well, there should have been another yellow blue. Yeah, sometimes these bigger ones can be a real pain. And this is definitely being a pain. Yeah, he really just thinks that everything gets magically done, like, you know, laundry and just everything has always been magic for him. He has no idea what it took. All right, so that got kind of pulled out of shape, so I undid it. I need a blue and a yellow. All right, so now I need to bring all these pieces in nice and close. Otherwise, we will have an issue there. All right. Is that in reference to the song? It's a very funny song. Yeah, it's a song, Diggy Diggy Hole. It's funny. It's what I'm listening to, and yes, it is silly. Diggy Diggy Hole. Oh, now I know who you're talking about. And then would rage if the doorbell rang because of delivery and he wasn't told in advance because it was interrupting his video games. That dude was a piece of work. Yeah, that dude was just a wow. Okay, so over the light, over the dark, over the light, darken now over this, changes direction at the light. Got it. Then we can do this yellow coming out over that, and this one. I didn't get to have a big hand in the raising of my son, because if I had, I think what I would have aimed for him would be to give him the opportunity to learn how to be a musician, because I've seen a few musicians that, you know, if you get good enough, you can go work on cruises or all kinds of like really amazing places, or even if push comes to shove, you can go busking, which still could be cool. Okay, so now this blue doesn't go quite up as far. So yeah, this is seriously possibly going to be done tonight. Thank you. All right, so that's the blue that goes out. This is the yellow, blue, yellow. Okay. I think we're back on course. All right. Okay. So that's where that one goes to. Well, as far as I can take it at the moment. All right, just to make it so I can continue with these little pieces over here, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our other part. Wait, that's That's how you judge your sanity, as based on whether it's raining? I am just so confused all of a sudden. Okay, definitely losing your mind then. Yeah, I could go for that as well. How did 8-ball not? Oh, okay. It's 29.1 in the office, and I'm running the aircon because if I didn't, I would be dying. Yeah, but the fact that girls can actually get away with having well-vented clothing. I've considered getting a kilt just because it seems like being able to air out is the absolute ultimate awesomeness.
Not sure you want to wear a wool.
No, I wouldn't get the wool one. The canvas one. Remember the one with the big pockets and stuff?
Oh, warm.
Yeah, but you still get to have the updraft.
It could cut a hole in your jeans.
Yeah, but then my junk would fall out. Yeah, that's not fun. But drier, right? Like Debbie, your humidity is low. So you may notice I keep making a lot of like micro adjustments to the top and try to get things straightened out. That's because when you're pulling on things, it can make it kind of get a little bit wonky. And if you leave it that way, you will bake that wonkiness right into it. So you kind of have to keep making micro adjustments if you want your stuff to turn out looking nice. Mind you, I am not as meticulous as some people, and that's because I kind of like it to be a little bit showing that it was made by a human. But yeah. Oh, this is 152.
Realize that you don't have the cat going on screen on the horizontal.
Oh. I can fix that. Hang on. Cams.
Doesn't really matter, but
We're gonna lose something for a second, but I'll fix it. Hang on. There we go. Now I got the chat working again. I forgot that that's one of the things on the list of things to check while we're getting ready. So wait, what did I miss? Oh yeah, this is a lot of strings, except for it's not very long, so it doesn't take, too much to do. Like I've been saying earlier, there's a good chance I might finish this thing tonight, because we've only been at it for an hour, and like, this is quite a bit already done. But I have a funny feeling I'm going to have to cut some string here in a bit, which kind of sucks. I do, but I don't like them. I don't like alpha bracelets because they feel like you're just cheating. Yeah, alphas are just, like I said, they just feel like cheating. Yeah, you can do beautiful things, but you can do amazing things with just these 4 knots that I do. Honestly, I've got a Celtic bag that only used 2 of the 4 knots. The bag that I just produced, that was like this, uses 4 different knots. That's it. Yeah, normal is fun for me because of the challenge of trying to get things to be made in that space. There's a real different kind of a challenge involved. So, hang on. Oh yeah, so this is... So it's kind of hard to see with the clips and everything. But I'll kind of move this around for a second so you can kind of see a little bit more of what's going on. So this is connected to a Kumi that'll become the strap. And then this is a flat space that we're building out right over in here. So and this pattern is really tricky. Like previously I was marking up every little thing that I did while I was doing it. But this one's kind of small, so I'm not doing that. I don't know if that's foolish or not, but so far everything is right on track. So it's working. I guess I can't complain. Okay, so now this one, okay, this one goes to the double yellow. So a lot of this makes itself easier because you go to a point that you can actually see easily. Like in this case, this row comes down until it gets to the second yellow that's in a row, which is really easy when most of it's all staggering, you know, like 2 blues, then now 2 yellows. So like that's really one of the perks of a pattern that kind of has enough colors or enough things going on in it to make it easy to see what you're doing. How did I make the pattern so it connects together? So the pattern itself will look a little bit like this. You're only seeing one side at a time when you're looking at it on paper. So I have the pattern for the flat section, and then you can see that the 2 things on the sides. And because it repeats itself, I assume that whoever's doing it can figure out that, you know, you just kind of double the same exact thing without doubling the straps. Like the straps are the joining bits. Okay, so this goes over the white. Over the blue. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Sometimes it's harder to describe something than it is to actually do it. Like an example would be, I turned this bag inside out and then attached the strings, tied them in knots going across, and then I turned it back around to the right way again. And I ran this thing through the washing machine. So it's kind of tilted up a little bit from the other. I threw it in with some towels. But yeah, that's how this thing got finished up. So it's over this yellow, over this blue. Yep. Into here. It turns back. All right. And now this one goes all the way down to the red. That's easy. Here. We still have more to the left side of this, but kind of working my way across seems to be working out really, really well for me. So we'll just kind of go with this for a bit.
It's so cute.
What's that?
You missed it.
What did I miss?
It had a dancing hot dog.
Oh, yes, I missed it. What the heck? How did I not get to hear it?
I don't know.
I thought that because I could hear you, the monitoring thing was working. Hang on. Let me, I guess I have to go to advanced properties and turn that one off and back on. It's so stupid. Okay, try one more, just so I can see if I can hear it this time. Yeah. I missed hot dog dancing. Hey, I can hear it. Oh, and it's in stereo. Sweet. So that is an effect from Tangia. There's a link down below. You guys can basically blow up the stream with all kinds of wackiness. Yeah, that's kind of a good question. We are missing a few people. Ooh, we just hit 600 over on the vertical stream. It seemed like the vertical stream has been a little slow here tonight, but this is good. All right, so yeah, we're actually almost to the actual length of this thing. We're coming into that like kind of right now. Nice. I never understood the whole why people really enjoy eating ribs. It's like it's like eating around. It's like the pistachio of the meat. Like you just have so much more work just to have the little payout. It doesn't make sense.
You're just lazy.
I am. I like chicken breast. It's just there. There's nothing to work around. There's no. Yeah.
You like square fish.
I like square fish. No bones, no. I don't want crabs. Heck yeah. Oh no. Hello, just drink things. This is not a good time for being sick. Oh. Oh, another sub. Yay. Kylie's has joined us. That's kind of nice. Thank you. Aw. So the pattern's really starting to show up now. Hey, we're off to the side here. I've got this little thing. So it's Kylie's Grove? I have no idea. No vowels. It's hard to say. But yes, thank you. He's trying his hypnotic powers. Oh, cool. I had no idea. Did not know that. I'm feeling like we're getting close to halfway. I'm really not sure if I can get this done by 1, to be honest with you, especially if I'm going to have to cut up some more string. But I'm not, there's no contract or anything that says I can't work past 1, so. But it's kind of close to halfway, I think. So that's in that. Oh, so this is the bottom line right there. Become a little bit clearer when I do this little patch. So this goes kind of really flat. And then because there's 152, if I group them in groups of 10 and then 2 of them at groups of 11, I can make tassels for it. Yeah, he's trying to hypnotize you. You are not very hungry. You will pass that food to the dog. Yeah, dogs are like that, man. Cats will just try their luck and jump up there and just try to take it. But dogs have to use hypnosis. Aww. I want bacon. I got pizza. Yeah, his hypnosis is working. So you can see, like, there's a bit of a straight road. That's how the whole thing needs to become. So now, okay, so we're like halfway through the stream. So I'm going to try something new. Hang on, let me get this thing ready. There it is. There that is. All right. So this is a puzzle game. Mandy's going to help you figure out how to play it. Let's see if this works. Ooh, it did. So now the object is to get the screen back to normal. He'll be right back.
So you just have to type into the cat.
Exclamation point puzzle.
Then the letter and number of the thing of the square to the other space. Am I making any sense? Yeah, I'll do the first one. You have to type in exclamation mark puzzle first. I know, right?
I'm losing my mind over here. I almost thought I lost the string they need to cut. It's even weirder when like I put my hand in here, so like all right. Scissors. It's working, right? Yeah, I see pieces moving.
We don't seem to be getting any closer, though.
No. The album art should help for at least a few of the pieces. Like this is probably right. Oh, look at this. If I move this way, that should tell you where this one goes.
Just string things, typos don't help.
That's okay. I got me a thing to cool me off a little bit and take the kink out of my neck. I'm all kinds of happy. C1 to C3. Oh God, what did you just do, Debbie? I don't. And I was worried the game was going to be too easy. C1 to C3. That one I know for sure. I also know that A1 goes to B3. Yeah. You have to put in the commands, like just puzzle, first one to, yeah. Oh, this is going to make making this so much more fun. Let's see where I'm at. Okay, so this is the blue one, whatever. So then it's yellow, blue. Oh, I think I got to cut blue string too.
Okay, ads don't help.
Oh, the chat is almost back together. That's awesome. I just realized the chat is like a really big giveaway here.
We're almost halfway there.
Ooh, living on a prayer. Oh, you have to add the puzzle thing, Debbie. Oh, you guys got a lot right. This one right here, it's got to be down one. Okay, back to my thing. All right. There we go.
Two more moves, I think.
So this is the first time I've actually done this in a live stream. At the end of it, it's going to tell us who got the most pieces correct. I don't know how it knows that or what it's doing, but I think it's fascinating.
Everybody on a Vert stream is missing on the fun.
I know, right?
There we go. One more move. Oops. Hey, if two people say the same thing,
It doesn't do anything. Oh, because it's countering. One took it there and one took it back. Yeah.
Yes.
It's so close, guys. I can't even. Did we do it? It looks like it came back to the... Oh, yeah, we're back. Hey! Yay, you guys did it. I'm over here getting strings ready. Next thing I know, it's all there. That's awesome, guys. So at some point, I'll have to find out where the commands are to be able to say who was the person that had the most correct moves. Eventually, I want to turn this into something where people can win stuff, but that might take a little while before we get to that level. Yeah, that was the whole idea. That was exactly like I actually had to pay $5 to get the game. But yeah, the whole idea was if I needed to use the toilet or step away or just go for a little stretch. So yeah, it serves a purpose, and for that I am grateful. So guys, thank you for having fun and playing and keep making the screen come back. That was neat.
So who votes for more grit next time?
So yeah, that was a discussion that Mandy and I were having earlier. Is this too easy when it's a 3x4? I can change it to. I can make it really hard. I can make it really insane. But I was thinking maybe 4x4 would be fun, or 4x5. But I don't know. It looked like you guys are kind of struggling. Maybe we do a few more of these easy ones first before we start to, you know, throwing this thing into a turmoil. But hey,
So
you know,
whenever that happens, you know, people who actually want to watch the nodding go over to the Vert screen.
or I set up different size puzzles depending on like what kind of a break I'm taking. You know, a little too much Taco Bell kind of stuff. Yeah, you guys get the big puzzle. But yeah, it is definitely a cooler game. It's about tying knots and making this project is going to be a cup holder. Goes with a matching bag that was made last week. So it's friendship bracelets, but taken to a different kind of a level. So welcome. I basically teach how to make interesting stuff with knots. Sure. Yeah, everything you see was made already this night. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, it is. It's just repetitive nuts.
I think the Vert stream can see what you're tying very well.
I'm trying to get where I can move. Well, let's see if we can move this over. Let's see if we can slide this over just a bit. All right, so that should make it easier to see what I'm doing. Oh wait, I want another small clip. Yes, I do. On this channel, there will be some in the beginning section, or you can go over to my website, AKAAWOL.com. And you would find all kinds of information. It's basically friendship bracelets. But yes, there are plenty of explanations on what the knots are, how they work, and stuff that you can make. Cool. Cool, thank you. Yeah, I try to make it as easy as possible, but a lot of the stuff I make is pretty crazy big. And as a result, it's not exactly beginner stuff, but there's a bit. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Oh yeah, but it kind of helps though, those boxes. I know it seems like kind of a not great or whatever, but the bonus is you guys can see that there's chats coming from other locations. So some of those people are on a vertical stream as opposed to the horizontal one. So I'm going to bring this. Oh. My printer's going off over here. Juanita Sosa is back. Oh no. Oh well. You go do that. I've got your name came up on my printer with my robot. So thank you again very much for joining. Oh, those ones. Yeah. So earlier we were making little diamonds at the end of these long straps, and now this flat piece is going to get connected to that. Yeah, the whole thing is getting a little wonky, but I will dial this in just not much is connected, and it's making it really hard. Okay, take this small one off. Oh, another sub.
Same one.
Oh. Thank you, Anita.
Just slow. The bot was just slow to react.
Gotcha. I like the dancing bot. So this one clip is just not holding as tight as I would like. You know what? I'm going to try the little one instead. These little ones are tough little guys. Okay, so this goes over 2 yellows. There's 1, 2. Over the blue. Okay. Ooh, which way to go with this? I guess there's a big diamond done over here. Is it my fan making noise? I'm getting picked up on the mic? I wouldn't use that as a definitive way to judge that. That sounds plausible. I would think if you guys could hear my fan, that I would see bars on my computer showing that it's making sounds, and I'm not. So that doesn't seem very likely, but it's the only other thing that's around here that's possibly making noise. So I don't know. Yeah, the fan is constant, so. Puff Francis is all powerful, huh?
Two hours later.
I'm glad I can't hear it because I use sounds like rain to help me to go to sleep. I'm not wanting to go to sleep, obviously, because I'm working on this. Well, kind of. Almost got the diamond of the left-hand side in, and then I can start working my way to the right. Yeah, you did. I remember that. Yes. That's how we knew he was asleep. Okay, that worked too. Yeah, I'm kind of all over the place with this thing. Apparently, I need to get the white triangle done if I want to get any more really done over here. That's okay. I can do that. All right. I can't stress it enough. These little clips can be so awesome for doing this kind of work. Uh, So if we don't finish this by 1, because I definitely think that this can get done tonight, I think we'll take another puzzle break. I'll scarf down a piece of pizza as fast as I can, and then we will finish this thing tonight. So yeah, I have a pillow to work on next week. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I wasn't sure if this would take 2 streams, but for sure it's not. There's not that much of it left. I always kind of crack up at the people who ask like how to keep the strings sorted. Is the hashtag boomer as in people who don't know how to use internet? Well, glad to have you there. It's gotten quieter in here, guys. Can't be just because I've got a funny song on. This side is almost done. Then I have to put together the other piece that's flat like this, and then we'll link it on. That is so funny. You went with 51st Dates. I went to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The person who really runs the whole show is really off his rocker, and it's hilarious. I do. I do. I do. I especially do. But do you have access to the best ice cream stuff there is? There's two things that come on a stick. One of them is strawberry and the other is almond, and it's got crunchy stuff on the outside. That I haven't had in years, and I really miss those. daiquiris sound good too. Or, you know what else sounds really good if we're talking ice cream? Those ice cream sandwiches where it's a chocolate chip cookie on the outside. Ooh. Hello, Creative Soul. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's going to be a cup holder. It matches a bag. The patterns and colors and stuff are really the same. So this person is going to be able to show up with a phone bag and a matching holding a copy. So, like, yeah, I imagine they're going to be the envy of the office. Like, here's the bag. So, yeah, imagine showing up with this beauty. Yeah, and then they're going to have a cup holder match.
Oh,
Oh no. I've got ice cubes. I have the round ice cubes. Goes good with the whiskey. Hey, Creative Soul. Well, then you'll find a lot of inspiration from this channel, from projects that are made for beginners to, well, about as advanced as you could probably get. Mind you, I don't do alphas, so there's like some things I don't do, but I do make some pretty cool big stuff. So far, it's as if we've connected 3 different pieces. And then after that, I have to put together the fourth piece, and then that gets put together on two sides to get joined up. Oh, thank you. I'm almost as far as I can get with this. Let's see. Let's go back this side to see what we have left. Crochet? I think that's what you meant. Yeah. I can't seem to do it because I'm used to this, which requires a really tight kind of tension. So when I try to do crochet, I get the strings so tight that I can't get the hooks back in, and for what it just frustrates me to no end. And I have ADHD, so I'm kind of like in that thing, like if I'm not good at it right away, I get frustrated. And somehow I was really good at this right out the gate. Well, because I guess when I started, I didn't know that there was a whole lot of complicated things I could do. So I just did what I knew. And then I figured out if I tied the knot backwards, I could go the other direction. So then I did what I knew. And then somebody had a bracelet they wanted me to repair. Well, not repair, to basically mimic it, make it the same thing over again. And then I learned a little bit more. And it just all fell into place for me. I do embroidery. I don't mind embroidery at all. Started something a while back, then got to where I started releasing videos on the daily and haven't been able to have time to pick it up. But it's something to wind up. Ooh. No, I can't. but I could probably throw you a curveball that would make it hard to guess mine. It's okay. This is how much we've gotten done so far. This has taken us, what, 2.5 hours to get this much? So what I need to do is make the piece that goes on this side that joins up these two ends, and then we will have a cup holder. All right, let me see if I can get these. Get my subs brought back up to the top. Yeah, probably as soon as this is done, I will end it. So it's going to be a little while. Wait, are you on the vertical? Yeah, you're on the vertical. So there's a vertical stream, which is to get people to learn about the channel. And there's a horizontal stream. So in the horizontal stream, when we take a break here at 1, they're going to play a puzzle game where they try to my screen will fall apart and everybody gets to try to put it back into the right pieces and stuff. It's kind of complicated, but if you come over to the other one, you'll be able to see that, and it's pretty cool. All right, now I got to concentrate just a bit to make sure I get this thing started out right. Whoa. Yeah, I made it easy so I could get through this tonight with a little less headache. Two, three, four. That would be my wife, Mandy. She's being quiet. I don't know why. And for people who are confused on the bigger screen, it's switched around on the vertical stream. So Mandy's on my left on the vertical and on my right on the horizontal, which I suddenly realized I have no idea why that's that way.
Just to confuse everybody else.
Just because it's how it landed and I didn't care to try to fix it. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, but I've been living in Singapore now for 13 years. No, 14 years. Something like that. A long time. Oh, right on. We have a lot of Indians here in Singapore. In fact, I just went down to Little India just the other day to do some shopping. So wait, when you say India, northern or southern India? Because the cuisine is quite different. Oh. I'm not sure if I need more string cut or not, but we'll see. This was so much easier when I just do this like one bit at a time and stuff. Oh, cool. Yeah, I have to say, I'm not like both Northern Indian food and Southern Indian food are very, very different. But I gotta say, I like them both. For Northern, I like the naans, and I like a lot of the stuff with the vegetables where it's just, you can't even tell that it's a vegetable. I love that stuff. It's so good. Wait, something is miss. This is backwards. No. Oh, one for me, but my wife, how many? At least 3?
3.
With the touches of being able to order food in others. Oh, no. Yeah. Looking at the pattern, I'm getting really... Wow. It's supposed to be blue, yellow, yellow, blue, yellow, yellow. Right? And this one... Yeah. Okay. There. Now this is the blue that comes over. Yeah, I'm going to guess that when I put the strings together, my ADHD meds were not doing me favors. All right. Well, you have a good one, Ghostal. Yeah, maybe next week. Let's find us again. Yeah, talking about Northern Indian food has got me kind of... When I went down to Little India the other day, I went to a restaurant. Well, tried to, but it's closed. I was gonna have some naans and some of that veggies and stuff. Oh man. right, so let's see if this side is even closer. So white, black, and black over white. And then white over the blue. It looks like this is going well. Cool. Over 900 views over on the vertical stream, which is, we're not hitting the big numbers like before, but still pretty good. Ouch.
To error is human, but this was dumb.
What?
The bot just called somebody. Oh, you typed in oops, and my bot picked that up as being that I made mistakes. So it said to error is human, but this was just dumb. Kind of felt like it was calling Rainbow out there, but
I've been to the future and back, and I still don't get why pineapple on pizza is a debate.
it's weird having the bot in my ears now.
That's a tough one and nobody likes tough things.
the hell? That gave me a jump. Yeah, it scared me too. I'm eyeing this clock really close. Like 5 more minutes. I eat a piece of pizza. It'll be good.
Is it puzzle time?
Almost. Okay. Welcome back to real time. I wonder if the trick is to always leave it on 1 1/4 speed. That way it's live until it's not, and then it catches up.
I think Debbie's delayed too.
Wow. So wait, does this imply that I'm in fact a little bit slow?
AKAAWOL, you have to get to Bikini Bottom and help Sandy. She got her strings in a bunch again.
So there's my 1 o'clock bell. Hang on, let me finish this row here. All right. Let me get the things kind of ready. Where's the... There. All right.
Blue. Everybody ready?
Here it goes. And I will be right back.
Rainbow Meat Shop. Puzzle before to see free. Rainbow
What
Meat
is
Shop.
this song?
Oops, that wasn't it. Just three things. Puzzle C1 to B4.
It wasn't sound earlier. And it's sound now. Okay.
Screen elements. Enjoying my video. Buy me a cheap bias.
It looks really close. Wait. That looks like it. You guys are getting faster.
Yep.
You didn't even give me 5 minutes.
Definitely need to up the difficulty level.
Yeah. It's so nice to see everybody playing nice. I need to find out how to make it say who did the most stuff. Hmm. I need to find the cutting board I use to stick between things. It can happen. Earlier today, I was testing it, and yeah, I had a couple I got wrong. I was doing it all by myself. I was trying to see whether or not I could make it switch scenes as soon as it finishes, because otherwise it just leaves it in a black screen. Mind you, I didn't have the chat thing to help me piece things together, so that's obviously a helpful bonus. So we'll have bigger, meaner puzzles next week. For some reason, the signal strength for the stream isn't good. I don't know why. All right. Okay. So now that sounds like the story of my life. it stays regular while we're playing, and we pretty much lose anybody that was over there. I'm trying to find a way to make it so that way they can at least see the game that's going on. Maybe I just do a thing that just says horizontal is currently experiencing a really fun game. Wish you were here. So how difficult do you guys think it needs to go? Like how many more columns or rows? Because you guys blasted that in like 5 minutes.
Less than 5, I think.
Yeah, less than 5 minutes.
We do a 4x4 next
Okay.
week. And let's see how that goes.
Ooh.
Things is ambitious.
Yeah, I'm like, no kidding. Like that sounds awesome, but it also sounds like potential for people to lose hair. Not me, of course. Yeah, I didn't have anything on my clipboard at first when I was playing with it. So yeah, blank squares are scary, difficult. So this is kind of really wide now. It goes beyond what the screen can actually show. And, well, hang on. I could... There. Okay. So some of this, if you watch the video of me making the pattern, some of this is like really just trying to make the pattern stay similar to the original. Like this big diamond here is because there's just a weird number of the strings. And then there's a spot where I do a diamond. I'm kind of heading towards it. That gets really weird to make it the diamond that it is. But it was just kind of like the only thing I could do with the count of strings that there is. There's 152 going around. And then you have 2 of these big diamond things coming down from either side. That's like 16 strings. So what you're left with is just kind of a hard number to work with. But I do definitely think I'm going to try seeing what other patterns I can fit into this. So you guys have like an example of something that you think is really super cool that you'd like to see maybe turned into a cup holder, send it my way and I will take a look and see if it's feasible, because again, it's not going to accommodate all patterns very well, but it's pretty, it might work. Oh, the connection's back to being excellent again. I have no idea what happened. Right. Yeah, like so I gotta find something to go in the space for the vertical string when the puzzle game is going. Ideally, what I'd like to be able to do is have it so that way they can see the game at least, because they won't be able to participate. It won't see the chat or whatever. That's why if you've noticed, like when I start off my streams now, I have to keep setting test, is to be able to make sure that the bot is attached to the right stream to make the games and the robot and all the other things actually work right. Hmm. So yeah, this is all one solid piece now. Eventually, I will get to around to where the right side connects to the left side, and then it'll be a cylinder. So that kind of the question of earlier, like how did I have to sew it together or anything? No, it's all just joined by putting more knots together, and that's the kind of neat part of this is it just sort of just grows into a thing. Starts out with just strings all over the place and eventually makes something pretty cool. I think I'm going to change how I have this on here. And let me get all my little subscriptions out of the way. And trying to make it so it doesn't wiggle around so much. This light plastic I have is an issue. All right, take care of just string things. All right. All right. I lost my mouse. There we go. Yeah, we're really close to having this side done up. It's a matter of just trying to find out like what areas you have to work on to get the biggest bang for the knots, and then just get that out of the way and then do whatever's left. But right now, the concern is to get this white box, because that will unlock the whole level to the bottom of all this rest of the stuff. Wow. 10,056 over on the vertical stream. Welcome to anybody that's over there. There you go, Rainbow. Good job. Cool. So this spiral takes me all the way down to the bottom part. So that means everything from the left of this will be able to be accomplished. Get this line here coming all the way straight across. I love how this has like all of the other main points of the other bag. I think it's really cool. I feel bad I'm like being so quiet, but I have no idea. Like kind of concentrating on trying to make sure I don't make mistakes. Because I kind of feel like at this point it'd be really easy to. Yeah, like this one here, this diamond is absolutely insane. So like this blue right here, that's normal. All right, so that just went across. Then the other one, this one comes down. That's okay. But it doesn't like change directions. It just goes straight over this yellow. Oh, 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 oh. End up with 2 strings. Hang on. Okay, so this one goes straight over top of it. Then this yellow makes this center thing by changing directions, which then makes it so that way there, this blue string goes to the bottom of the box, and then the other one comes down normal. Mess that up, and all kinds of other stuff breaks. Okay, so now this outer part, pretty straightforward. This is just some left nuts that comes down. That's easy. Yeah. I'm so torn. Like, there's, like, do I work on the right side, do I work on the left side? Where do I go? So I don't know if you guys can tell, but we are seriously almost done with this little area. Hang on, let me just slide the whole board over. Easier to slide the board for the camera's point of view than to actually go and try to shift the project in again. So just to address a potential problem here, because somebody I know on Facebook had this issue, I built this pattern to work with the string that I get out of China. If you mess around and decide you want to do this, and you choose to use DMC or some other floss that you got from, I have no idea where, there is a chance that the product you will have will be smaller because that string isn't as thick as this string. So I would advise you do some calculative work to make sure that the string that you're using is going to fulfill whatever it is you're setting out to do. So yes, I make and share patterns, but that's under the assumption that you're going to get string from the same place I get string, because it's reasonably priced by comparison, and because, you know, these patterns will work with it. So but if you want to squeeze in a little bit more design or something, maybe your pattern's a little bit more complicated and you want to go for it, then yeah, that kind of works too. I mean, that is a distinct possibility as well. I just don't want people upset because they try it and then suddenly they're like, wait, what size cup are you using? Because this isn't working. But you don't want smaller copies. That's no good. You want bigger copies. If you use smaller string, you're going to have the smaller cup. Smaller cup equals smaller copy. Almost. I keep saying that, but I think it's me mostly trying to convince myself that, yeah, we got this. Not that much more. It kind of is a bunch more, though. So like I was saying earlier, there's 152 strings going around this, which means if I group them in groups of 10, I get 15 loops with 2 extra strings. So in order to kind of hide the 2 extra strings, I just group those in one of the other 10. So there's like basically 13 10s and 2 11s. And I am going to, I'm getting like my shoulders and stuff are really tense right now. So I'm going to do a little bit of that Hollywood magic. So watch this. I'm just going to unclip this, unclip that, unclip this. All right, just kind of bring this down here, do a little magics, little stuff. And here's our cup holder. Look at that. So basically, it's just 2 big flat pieces connected to the 2 parts that come down and then just put into these tassels. The tassels are really nice because all the moisture that's getting like soaked into the cotton from the glass as it's sweating will evaporate really well with these things. So yeah, guys, this has been fun, but it's getting a little late over here and my medication's starting to kick in and it makes me kind of groggy. So thank you guys for hanging out. thank you to my Patreon supporters as well as my YouTube members who make all this stuff possible. I'm even looking at having to do another string order here shortly because I've got new things to make. And yeah, this has been a really long one, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself, guys. So thank you guys so much. And wait, where's my? Let's see my thing. All right. Take care, and as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.